This week's episode of Diggnation is brought to you by NVIDIA SpeakVisual.com, GoDaddy.com, Dolby HD Guide,
and Uno X, when Dos Equis is just a little too much beer.
Welcome to Diggnation.
Also potentially hazardous to your health.
All right, moving on. Why do you have flies in your freaking house? I noticed this earlier.
It's Southern California and I have fruit.
You put zombie and you put eerie in the title, and I don't want to do it. Diggnation.com.
Hey everybody, welcome to Diggnation, episode number 179. I'm Alex Albrecht.
And I'm Kevin Rose. Diggnation covers some of the hottest weekly submitted user stories on the submitted site, dig.com. That's dig.com. I just screwed that up royally.
That's a lot of submitteds. It was good. It was super fun. We are here again, and the parents are back. The parents are back in town. It's not as...
Last night we were like, parents are gone.
Parents are gone. Woo-woo! I am hungover.
Alex is, and what's the French term for it?
Thought. I am afugt, as it were.
Yes.
Afugt. I've been horking all morning.
All morning. Basically, we were like sitting there, and I'm sitting on the couch there, and Alex like looks over at me, he's like, so, I'm gonna go throw up right now. And then I was like, right now?
Yep.
And all of a sudden it's like, blah.
Yep.
That's hardcore.
Yeah, and I think my dog's a little hungover too. Look at that. She's just like,
I can't believe you
done.
feed her beers like that.
Well, she likes them.
She
That's
does.
horrible. Don't feed your dog beers. That's just mean, as it were. So we're having a good old time. So I may be a little slow on the intellectual.
On a 1 to 10, how hungover are you?
8.
Okay, 1 to 10, I'm a 4.5.
Okay, so not so bad.
Maybe a 5.
I'm just,
5.
I haven't eaten anything. Like I need.
Throwing up
it's
is
food.
bad.
Throwing up
If
is
you get to
bad.
the throw up place, it's never a good place.
Let's stop talking about it so we can continue the show without me needing to go do some business. Let's get straight into it. Speaking of throwing up, McDonald sued over woman's naked buns. 1,349 people dug the story, submitted by Uppick. Mickey D's just got served by a guy who allegedly left his cell phone, which contained nude photos of his wife, at the Arkansas restaurant, only to find the nude pictures posted online. But wait, it gets more interesting, because that was my first reaction was, whoa. However, what actually happened was, he called the McDonald's and said, oh my God, I left my phone there. And they said, don't worry, we have your phone. Nobody has taken your phone. It's here, it's secure, it's with us. Come and talk to the manager when you get back. So it was in McDonald's custody. Do you know what I mean? Like, It wasn't like he just left it there and somebody picked it up and posted the pictures. But they posted the pictures of his wife and his home address and telephone number. And so they had to actually move because I guess people were coming to see his wife, like stalk his wife, because they saw new pictures of her and they were like, oh, and here's her address.
I don't buy that.
I don't know.
How many times have you seen a naked picture of a girl online and then gone and then stalked her?
And stalked her?
Right.
Not many.
Exactly.
Just seeing nude pictures of girls on the internet? Fairly frequently. It's the internet. How can you not? You can search for like puffy dolls for kids and see porn. You know what I mean? You're like, I just want a new Care Bear for my, what's with that person's boobs?
It does tend to pop up from time to time.
Oh, there's nothing you can do about it. It's the internet.
Right. So, did they find out that an actual McDonald's employee posted
They
those
haven't
pictures?
figured that out.
Because if it's not the McDonald's employee, then it's not their fault.
I know. Well, they're suing
if somebody
McDonald's
else,
for $3 million.
That's insane.
Well,
it's just somebody trying to get. He probably posted them himself.
That would actually be really tricky. I wonder if it's a scam. You know what I mean? Like, think about that. You take some nude pictures of your wife. You go to a McDonald's. You post those nude pictures and your address and your phone number, right? I mean, it's a little weird. It's not a smart person's idea of a good plan, right? You post all that stuff. Then you call them and say, I left my phone. Will you hold it for me? Then you get there, and then you sue McDonald's.
Right.
Could be genius.
No, it's not genius, because they'll have the IP address of where he posted them from. They'll be like, sir, it was your home computer. And he'll be like,
Well, but what if he posted this from the phone? Then they'll be like, sir, you posted at a time which we know you had your phone.
Exactly.
All right, I see. There's holes in the plan.
Yeah. Anyway,
The best laid plans to sue McDonald's sometimes get thwarted.
people will do anything to sue anyone nowadays. It's insane.
Tell me about it.
All right, so don't eat at McDonald's. It's not good food.
I love McDonald's food.
Do you really?
Yeah, but I know it's not good for
I haven't
me.
been there in a while. I can't remember my next story, to be honest. Oh, here we go.
I think it's PC Mag. Yeah.
PC Magazine to shut down print edition with 2023 digs submitted by Mike Elgan. Ziff Davis announced today that it will stop publishing the print version of PC Magazine. The magazine, which launched back in 1982, will now be published online only. The January 2009 issue will be the last.
So sad. So sad.
Yeah, it is sad. I was actually a little bit more upset when they kind of stopped doing, well, they really slimmed it down, but remember Computer Shopper?
Oh, yeah. I loved Computer Shopper. I think we've talked about Computer Shopper.
Computer Shopper was like, if you don't remember it, it was like the Bible that came out every month.
Yeah.
It was like that thick, and I shit you not, it was that thick.
It was huge. It was like this, yeah. And you had to go to like certain place to get it.
Yeah, computer stores.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was basically like, it was paradise. It was like
It's like
computer ad after computer ad.
basic. Do you ever look at the fries ads in the back of the
Yeah,
newspaper? And when you're like, oh wow, let's see what the prices are. Let's see what I can get. You know what I mean?
Right.
It was like a fries ad that was like a magazine like this.
Right, so you'd go through it and there'd be like 1,000 different motherboards. And the thing is that the internet really wasn't used
No.
the way it is today. I mean, I didn't even surf back then barely.
No.
Like I was just getting into the web and stuff, and there certainly wasn't a lot of e-commerce like online stores. So that said, like the only place to buy motherboards was to call these 800 numbers and
Yeah.
be like, I want this motherboard, send it to me.
Yeah.
And the only way to compare motherboards was not to go to online sites to review them. You had to flip through each page and like look at the different motherboards and be like, we have the new Asus, blah, blah, blah. And you'd be like, what's this all about? Oh, it has,
Yeah.
5 Asus slots. That's interesting. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
right, yeah.
As a ZIF socket.
What's the
right?
total? Yeah, what's the maximum amount of RAM that I can put in?
Right,
there?
right, totally.
And it was always like, oh, this one I can have 10 more megs of RAM.
Yeah, totally. You got said gigs.
I was just about to.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun, dude. I love that computer shop.
Dude, I can't believe I just said that. Like, you better say gigs. You only say gigs right
Jokes on me. Jokes on me. You made me a nerd.
I
love it.
So, anyway, I think that, honestly,
Were you a big PC Mag
I
fan?
was, but I have to say I haven't read PC Magazine in freaking years.
Well, you're
I think that
you're the reason.
I think that its time has come and gone. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like basically for any reviews, I'm not going to wait for the publishing cycle of a print magazine to come into my doorstep.
True, yeah.
If something new comes out, I'm going to read about it on freaking Gizmodo or Engadget
Yeah.
or Dig or whatever, and it's going to be like that's where I get my techie stuff now. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, well
Like,
there's no way to.
it's-
I mean, why would you wait?
Why would you
Same
wait a
with
month?
game reviews? Like, I'm surprised that the gaming magazines stay around. With all
Well,
the sites,
I think that the thing about gaming is that the hell is this?
It's our cheat toy.
Oh, okay. Oh shit. Didn't mean to hit the camera.
That's okay.
One of the things about gaming, though, is I think that some of the cheat codes and strategy guides and stuff like that are essential in print form. Like, I just can't take the time to have that
next to you while you're. Yeah, I get
Yeah.
that. I get that.
But I've been playing a little bit of Hobbit.
That game.
Horror. Small boy, you just throw it out of a window.
Fable 2.
Fable 2.
I was like Hobbit. Horror.
You
Small
sleep
boy.
with, you sleep
Horror.
with prostitutes.
Oh,
I
right,
cannot believe
Fable
they
2.
had that. We talked about this on Diggnation, did we not?
Yeah,
Or you
yeah,
were just
Fable
talking to
2.
me? Yeah.
Yeah,
Did we? Okay,
yeah.
we covered all the fact that the sex is stupid.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hate that.
Yeah.
So disappointing.
Very disappointing. I spent like an hour and a half, 2 hours trying to
Yep.
get to that point, and then nothing happens. It's just
Yep.
like a black screen. Not that I would even really want anything to happen. Anyway, we've talked about this. Yeah. So long, PC Magazine. Sorry to see you go.
Yeah.
Magazines you read. Do you read any? And if so, give me your top, even like maybe 3 if you have them.
Esquire.
Interesting. Don't read it.
Wired.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I'm gonna see if I have a third. I'm trying to think of what I'm just envisioning me sitting on a can. What am I reading?
You're sitting there,
I'm
taking your
reading
time,
something.
you're thumbing through.
Yeah, I don't know if I have any others.
Mine's.
We get a lot here. We get Rolling Stone here, National Geographic, Wired, Esquire.
I read The Economist. just because it's weekly and it's weekly, right? Yeah, it's weekly.
Yeah.
And it's I don't know. It's just like it's my substitute for the Wall Street Journal. And then I read Wired, and sometimes
Think of yourself on the can.
sometimes Wine Spectator.
Oh, interesting.
Just because you feel fancy when you read it, and it's
yeah,
like
it's like how I am with the Rob Report.
yeah.
I'll read the Rob Report and be like, well, I was in the market for an island and a yacht.
Right, the Rob Report's
Now
crazy.
I get to know.
Other than that, I don't think there's really anything. GQ every once in a while from this grocery store or something.
Yeah.
Good Magazine is good.
I want to try Geek Magazine. I haven't read it, but it
Geek?
seems like it would be perfect for me.
Make Magazine is good, although I'd want to get into Make. I keep talking about this. I want to do something electronics based. Ooh, I saw the coolest LED table the other day.
LED table.
Dude, it's awesome. It's basically a coffee table, and when like you move your hand over it and stuff,
Yeah.
it freaking like makes shit happen.
Did you?
Like makes things happen. Ooh, I want to tell you about a secret Twitter account.
Okay.
Sorry, a little off topic. There's this Twitter account. It's twitter.com/FWD, like forward.
Yeah.
FWD. It's called forward.
Okay.
And it's top secret, and it only does like
Not anymore.
It only does like one post a day, but it's always like some cool geeky ass thing.
Really? And it's called Forward.
Yeah. So twitter.com/forward.
Has 0 followers.
F-
41 followers.
FWD. I know the guy that's behind it. It's pretty awesome because it's just like the coolest thing of the day.
Oh, this is the.
This is that waving coffee table. Check out.
And he just started.
Look at that.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Isn't that sweet? Like
Yeah.
you move your hand over it and it just it glides across. It's pretty sweet, huh, Bragg?
It's cool.
All right. So anyway,
Is he gonna be pissed that you just?
I might be pissed, but that's okay. We should do an episode on that. Our favorite Twitter of people to follow, because I follow a lot of really good people.
Yeah, me too. All right, here we go. Next story. Let's rock this, Casbah. I need
You
some
are hurting,
soup.
man. I can tell.
I'm dreaming of
It's-
noodle soup.
You're
right
normally
now.
so talkative, and it's like, and you
Bro.
look at me, you're like, oh, it's just, I like Twitter.
I like Twitter.
Next story.
Twitter's good.
Twitter's good.
Soup. I
Dude,
like
I feel for you. This is the first time I've ever seen you this bad. We don't have to keep talking about it.
I have not been this hungover in a very long time.
Since
In a
Reno.
very long time. Oh, no, it might blow my stomach.
Macadamia nuts?
I do like macadamia nuts, but I might explode. I have not been this bad since Reno, I think.
Wow.
Yeah. And it was one of those ones that just snuck up. Because also I haven't been drinking at all because I've been doing this like cleanse thing. So I have not been drinking like at all. And then all of a sudden I have, 7 Jack on the rocks. It's like over.
All right.
That just turned my stomach. Let's go on. Move on.
Let's
Here
do
we
it.
go. I want some noodle soup so bad. This is why you don't steal from Cracked, people. 6,689 people dug this story, submitted by Louis Blauer. El Grafico, a Mexican newspaper, stole a Cracked article. They were so lazy, they didn't even upload their own images. They just redirected to the images from the original article. The images on crack.com server. All of a sudden, El Grafico are now Nazi enthusiasts. So Cracked ran the story.
This is
which
hugely dug, by the way.
Yeah, it was big. I mean, almost 7,000 people. Basically, it was a safe sex guide by scientists, and they literally copied and pasted the entire article.
No way.
Images and everything, totally copied and pasted. Glenn just got himself a beer and didn't get Prager one, and Prager's now asking for... Prager's giving him that universal look of,
What the fuck?
dude, you go get yourself a beer and you don't bring me...
What does Alex need to get over the hangover?
I need
beer.
chicken
You
soup.
need a beer, dude.
I need chicken soup.
Ooh, can we get chicken soup after this?
No, I mean, I need to make myself like noodle soup.
Oh, I want to. Is there a good soup place around here?
I don't know. I'm going to
I can
bed.
do some. Oh, dude, let's go to that burger place around the corner from here.
Yeah, it's good. Right across the
breathtaking.
street. 8 ounces. It's really good.
And
Anyway,
you just told people where you live.
dude, I live next to a Star. Everybody knows this.
Next to a
So
Starbucks.
here's the thing. I know now it's like that's everywhere.
Dude, that really nailed it down, actually.
Well, no, if there's a Starbucks on every 4 blocks.
Dude,
there's a
you
Starbucks.
said 8 ounce and Starbucks. People will be like, "Where's 8 ounces in San Francisco or
Oh,
Los
bro,
Angeles?"
the people know. Anyway, so the last image, all of a sudden, it becomes this other image. It's not the final image, but they put up an image that's all blurry and it says, it's never a good idea to plagiarize someone else's work, but if you do, at least have the common sense not to link to the images directly. Eat shit.
Nice.
Genius.
And so did they do this for all the other images?
They just did it for that one because they wanted it to be up for as long as possible.
Oh, and they wouldn't see it.
Yeah,
Right, I
because it
see.
was like into the article, so it's not like, so it really took a while. But to me, that, I don't understand plagiarism. Like, first off, if you have a website, because here's the thing, Cracked would probably have been perfectly fine if they had said, hey, we got this article from Cracked and we think it's really good. Do you mind if we translate it into Spanish, credit you guys, and put it on our thing? They'd be like, dude, pimp, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
And they'd be like, yeah, we'll have the article linked back, what? But just to take it.
I agree. I agree in that I think that a lot of these sites are just doing this for the ad revenue.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the easiest way to get another article is obviously copy and paste, and this boom, you got an article up, you're getting ad revenue and people that click through on it.
Yeah, you just
and they
get
figure
content.
who's going to check our site? We're
Right.
figuring in a different language, probably have different readers that never really even have heard of Cracked.
Right.
But server guys look at the logs and see whether they're pulling the images in and
Well,
find
that's
out.
the deal, is dude poking to the same image. Like, come on.
Yeah.
That's not cool, bro.
Yeah.
That's not cool. Anyway, don't steal. Stealing's for losers.
Yep. All right.
All right.
This is a great story. I'm very excited to talk about this one, actually.
Okay.
Big three CEOs flew private jets to plead for public funds. 2,424 people dug this story, submitted by Orange
You glad I didn't say banana?
Derange. This is a slap in the face to taxpayers, said Tom.
What are you-
Schatz, president against why am I slurring my words already? Citizens Against Government Waste. To come to Washington on a corporate jet and ask for a handout is outrageous. So basically, here's what's going on. The three big auto manufacturers in the United States are in some serious deep shit right now.
Deep poo-poo, yes.
They're talking about potentially creating a fund of money that is available to bail them out.
Right.
They're saying that the automotive industry in the United States is responsible for about 1 million jobs. Is that right, Prager? About 1 million jobs in the United States,
Yeah.
which is
Wow.
a shit ton of people.
It's a lot of people.
So what they're saying is that they're going in Congress and saying, like, basically, hey, we need you to pass this. We need these funds available. Like, who was it that said they'd run out of money by the end of the year? Chrysler?
No, GM.
GM said they potentially run out of money by the end of the year. I mean, this is a big deal. If these companies go belly up, we're going to be hurting big time. That's 1 million people.
Yeah.
They're saying, like, it's a ton of people out of work. Anyway, long story short, all the CEOs that went to plead for these funds in DC flew out in their freaking private jets. They're saying that for a round trip, they estimated that it would cost $20,000 to fuel and fly these jets out for these CEOs, and yet they're begging for public funds.
Yeah.
What's your take on this? Do you think the government should allow them to fail, or do you think that we should bail them out?
God, it's such a tough question.
I think we should allow them to fail.
First off, I'm a big capitalist, right? And in capitalism, one of the big traits is, let the market decide. You know what I mean? Like, if they can't sell enough cars,
There's something wrong.
That's not the United States government's problem. That's their problem.
Right.
They're a car company. You know what I mean? However, my logic hat goes on, and I go, well, like the airlines, I want to be able to buy a car. I want to be able to own a car. You know what I mean? If people stop making cars, that's a bad thing for the world.
Right.
You know?
Well, like the airlines, though, you get into Chapter 12, like a lot of these airlines did. You get to reorganize. You get to retool.
Yeah.
You get to cut people that you don't need.
Yeah.
And, I mean, these companies aren't going away. America, what would most likely happen is they would be slashed about, half or a quarter of their size.
Right.
And then they would pare down from 30 vehicles to the top 10 most successful ones that they do well, and we probably lose 500,000 jobs or whatever it may be.
Well, what do you think? Is it worth bailing them out?
I think we should not bail them out. Because where do you draw the line? The banks understand when there's a credit crisis and there's a credit crunch and no one's lending to each other, it's fucking all types of business, small,
Right,
medium, large,
right.
whatever.
Yeah.
It means our entire financial backbone could go kaput, and like
Right.
nobody wants that.
Right.
We have to bail out the banks. There's no question.
Right.
When it comes to the automotive industry, though, I look at it this way. I own a German vehicle. You own a German vehicle.
It's true.
The reason we do that is because we're not happy. I mean, personally, I won't speak for you, but I believe that it's
There
a better
wasn't-
built vehicle, and
Yeah,
I
there wasn't-
enjoy driving it. There's nothing comparable on this United States side of the house that I'm really going to get behind like I would. And
Yeah.
that's a problem with the way we are manufacturing and building vehicles in the United States. You never think of a United States vehicle as being like this badass solid vehicle anymore, like you did in the old Mustangs or whatever. Remember Mustangs now? They're like crappy, like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like we don't have that. We need to
Although
really...
the Cobras look really cool.
I heard
but that's
those are pretty
because
cool.
they're totally redone.
Right, but you know what I mean? We need to start from scratch and say
Yeah.
we need to build solid quality vehicles
Yeah.
that you know can win over people that are buying foreign vehicles. There's a reason
Yeah.
why everyone's buying a Toyota because they don't freaking break down. You know what I mean?
There really isn't a comparable car to the BMWs. That's a United States
I feel the same
car.
way about the Audis. The other thing is, I think that if we did offer a bailout package for these for the automotive industry, is that it's just a band-aid on a bigger issue.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's basically saying like, here's some money, stay afloat, and we're giving away
keep
all that
making
taxpayer
shitty
money.
cars that
Keep
people
making
don't
shitty
want,
cars,
yeah.
and you know what? In 3 years, we're gonna be in the same freaking situation all over again because they'll be out of money. The cars aren't gonna sell any better. You aren't magically gonna sell cars because you have more money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't know. I believe it would be a natural, good cleansing process to really force these companies to either consolidate, to get rid of the vehicles that they aren't manufacturing well, and start fresh. Let's
agree.
build some badass vehicles again. You
Well,
know?
dude, I agree. Well, the Chevy's heading there with the Volt. I'm excited to
I
see
agree.
the Chevy Volt.
I think that's a big
Yeah.
step forward for
and,
us.
And I'm gonna say, it doesn't have to be badass hybrid cars.
Right, I
Just
feel the same way.
badass cars. You know what I mean? Like, and Chevy's done some other really good things. Like they have the Chevy, the Camaro just came out. The new Camaro is kind of cool. Mm-hmm. So there's some stuff that's working. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
few and far between.
I think that one of the things that kind of kills me a little bit is, and I know we're getting there, but I really believe that there's a place for an automotive manufacturer out there to really make a badass technology-based vehicle.
Oh, yeah.
And you know how you hear
Yeah.
about some of these vehicles where you're like, oh, they have a hard drive in them now, and you
Yeah.
can rip songs to them. It's like, I mean, work with companies like Apple or Microsoft, whoever it may be, and make something sick that I'm gonna drool over. I've
Right.
never seen that vehicle yet, you know?
The problem is vehicle life, like the generation from creation to production, is a really long cycle.
Right, but then make them modular. Make it
Yeah,
like
well,
computers
that's what
in.
you'd have to do.
Make it so I can freaking slide in the latest whatever it may be and upgrade it via wireless, you know?
Yeah, dude.
Like do it like the freaking
Well,
the
some of the
Kindles, the
Yeah.
ebook readers that are wireless Verizon eVDO. They
Yeah,
can get
oh,
stuff
that'd be
anyway.
cool.
Imagine if you're just sitting in your car and all of a sudden it's like, would you like to upgrade the firmware? Because your freaking car is built in eVDO. Like,
that'd be
yes,
pretty
make
cool.
that
That
happen,
would be
you
pretty
know?
cool.
Or it uses your phone via Bluetooth to download the latest firmware for your car.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you get all these new features and you get freaking new Streets View with Google. You know, like I want Streets View Google in my car. Why can I not have that? You know?
That'd be pretty cool.
It's like I don't want to buy the new DVD every single month that comes out, or every single year that comes out, the latest Streets. Like it should be updated in real time.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, it's coming from satellites anyway. Send down information. All right. Well, before we get to our last story, we do want to thank our sponsors. You want to go first?
Yes, a big thanks to Kevin's email client for opening up the right story at the right time.
I love it.
Sponsors for episode number 179. A big thank you to GoDaddy. Do not miss GoDaddy's holiday.com shopping spree. Between now and December 15th, every purchase of $50 or more qualifies you for a chance to win $1,000. So think about this.
Wow.
$50, you get $1,000. Not everyone, but some of you will.
And by some, we mean one.
No, it's not one. Is it one
multiple
person?
cash prizes?
I think you're doing so.
I think they're doing
cool.
that, yeah.
It's gotta be every day or something.
But you know, you can enter the code DIG4 when you check out, and you'll save an additional 15% off any order of $75 or more. Now,
Nice.
Alex, some restrictions apply for this contest, of course.
Okay.
And you're going to have to see the site if you want all the details.
Okay.
Um,
And speaking of site,
make sure you get your piece of the internet at GoDaddy.com.
and
Remember, GoDaddy helped us put together a contest called the Win Diggnation on Your Couch contest, which was over a few weeks ago.
It was. We have a winner.
Have a winner. Chris Hayes in Elk Ridge, Maryland. We'll be shooting Diggnation
excited.
episode number 180 at Chris's house for everyone to see on December 12th. So very excited GoDaddy would partner with us and make this happen. And now we will come spill beer all over your couch.
yes, and
Might
maybe
throw
I'll
up.
vomit. All right. Also, NVIDIA has put together a website called speakvisual.com where you can learn all about NVIDIA, the visual coolness that NVIDIA enables, such as digital art, photography, movies, games, 3D modeling. You can all see and how you can speak visual with NVIDIA. Upload your content to their online gallery for an opportunity to have your work projected larger than life on the building sides across the world. How crazy is that?
How are they doing that? That's awesome.
I don't know, but that's amazing. And broadcast online. This is your chance to show the world what you have to say. We're sending an open invitation to all digital artists, photographers, gamers, filmmakers, 3D models, hobbyists, to professionals to visit speakvisual.com. Upload your content to the online gallery. In 2009, NVIDIA will host the Speak Visual Show, featuring sort of the most innovative stuff that they've received in the gallery, with massive projections onto the sides of buildings across the globe, as well as a big broadcast online. So it's kind of cool. It's like a global community art show, which is kind of cool. It's really cool
Nice.
that NVIDIA is putting it on. So for a completely new completely new and amazing experience, Adobe CS4 is now NVIDIA GPU accelerated. From rich images in print, video, and film to dynamic digital content for a variety of media, NVIDIA GPU accelerated Adobe solutions can be enjoyed by anyone who creates and interacts with visual information. That's really
Dude.
cool that they're actually keyed up for the NVIDIA
So
chips.
my new Apple notebook has this badass new NVIDIA chip inside of it.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Can we get copies of CS4, Parker, please? I want CS4. It's accelerated.
That's totally accelerated. We should get
I
that.
can make anything happen. Yeah.
You can.
love it, I
Nice.
love it.
You want Tesla? Done.
Sweet.
Nice.
Dolby. We've been working with Dolby and learning about their technologies for years now. We've been in their studio several times. We've done the Dolby headphone podcast in
Yep,
3D,
which is
which has
cool.
been awesome. We shot episodes. That was 14 and 163, if I remember correctly, and just read the copy that
I
said
believe you do remember correctly.
3D.
that. 3D. 3 dimensions, Prager.
Yeah,
It was,
the
it was,
third dimension was ears.
It was ears. You could hear us in 3D. Yes,
time.
in time.
Ears
we,
in
we
time.
time travel with Dolby as well.
Yeah.
Back to episode 14.
Yeah.
Ears in 3D, yes. One of the things we talked about with the Dolby folks, though, is the role that great sound plays in entertainment. And according to Craig at Dolby, with HDTV, you see the rain. With the great sound system, you reach for your umbrella, but it can be confusing just to know what to buy.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
everything Dolby, there has to be a solution. So we have prepared. We have prepared. Dolby has prepared.
No, we put this together.
Yeah, we put this together, actually.
Kevin and
We-
I just threw this thing together. for you.
they contracted us to do this. No, actually, it was all done by Dolby. Dolby prepared a great brochure on what is available free. It's available free download from Dolby.com.
Yeah.
It's called the Dolby.com /HD guide, all one word to see it. It's awesome. It's basically the HD Essentials. It's called HD Essentials. Get in the middle of the action, and it's a guide for like when you're first like going out to buy your awesome setup. You know, explains all the different
You're getting my
technologies,
laptop, yeah.
terminology that you need to know. Has a glossary of terms. Pretty much everything that you're going to need if you're looking to get an HD setup. So www.dolby.com/HD guide. All one word. That will help you, especially for your holiday shopping.
Yeah, no, it's
so many
great.
people, if you're watching this and you're like, I don't know what to buy my wife. I want to get her surround sound.
Yeah, print it out and bring it
Bring it
with
out,
you.
bring it with you, and your wife will be so happy that you got her the best surround sound system.
Yep.
Definitely, it's a good gift.
Also, the new Revision 3 store is almost live. Brand new shirts, hoodies, bottle openers, there's hats, all kinds of gear, including new Diggnation stuff, which we're very excited about. The stove will be live soon, and it may even be up now. Revision3.com/stow, spelled S-T-O-R-E,
Not S-T-O-E.
not
That's
S-T-O-E.
the-
Although we should put that up and have it forward. So revision3.com/stow forward.
Big, right?
Sweet.
I love it. All right, last story. Dear Firefox, please forgive me. 2,800 people dug the story, submitted by Dan T.W. When we met 3 years ago, I thought, this is it. The browser I've been waiting for. I've found my life partner. Then, last September, Google Chrome came into my life. And I admit, I was infatuated. Culture crash blogger Dan Tynan writes to his old flame, begging for forgiveness after a fling with Chrome. Geeky, silly, and funny. This is actually a really great article. You guys should check it out. But I wanted to talk to you because I actually still use Chrome, but I only use it on my laptop.
Prager, your
Way
laptop
to
just
put the
went right in
laptop
front of the
across
camera.
the camera.
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Like, that's hysterical. So I use Chrome. Here's the thing.
I
The
love
only
Chrome.
reason why I don't use Chrome on my home computer is because it doesn't have I have this great Firefox app that manages 4 or 5
Gmail
accounts. Because I have a lot of different Gmail accounts.
And you'd think that they would have something for Gmail. I'm sure extensions or something are coming soon.
I don't know, because I really like Chrome. Like I like
love
the
Chrome.
feel. I love it. It feels snappier.
It is my default browser on my Windows machine.
Yeah. It is for mine too. But I always end up. What happens is I open Firefox to see if I have email, and then if I remember, I go to do Chrome, and then I surf on Chrome. But what happens is I start getting down the rabbit hole of checking emails and then drilling through, and next thing you know, I haven't even opened Chrome, and I've been surfing all day. You know what I mean?
Ah, yes.
Because it's like, it's kind of hard.
Have you ever used Inquisitor?
Inquisitor?
It's an extension for Firefox.
No, what is it?
Watch this. Alex Albrecht. See that? Look at that. It automatically starts dynamically pulling in the best results.
Interesting.
It shows you, there's like your Wikipedia there, and it shows you like related search terms.
Oh.
The number one related search term to Alex Albrecht is Alex Albrecht girlfriend.
I love it.
Does that mean that they want to see pictures of your girlfriend, or did they get curious if you have a girlfriend?
Maybe they don't think she exists. I don't know.
Well, she's fiancé
She's
now.
she's
It's
fiancé
the
now.
married story.
The married story. Oh, maybe that's what it's for.
Yeah.
Maybe they want to find out what she looks like.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm so sorry. I'm gonna apologize for this episode, because I am completely hungover.
You are messed up.
I am messed up, and I can't wait to get in bed with some soup and my dog like this and watch The Mentalist.
I told you what to do.
I don't want to have shots of tequila.
No. Just have 2 beers. It kills the hangover.
I don't want 2 beers. I don't even want to say the word beer.
How much would it cost to have you chug a beer on the show right now?
There's no amount of money.
Really?
None whatsoever.
10 G's.
Nope.
Wow.
Nope.
That's when you know a man's hungover right there.
Yeah, no way.
I don't know. I think.
All right, emails. Let's do emails.
Yeah, let's not talk alcohol.
And
I
let's
don't
not
want to
talk
get you
alcohol
sick.
until I can have a nice empty path to the.
Oh, happy Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah.
It already happened.
Yeah, it's amazing turkey day.
Time travel. Emails of the day. Time for the first one here from Jan. Says, hey, Alex and Kevin. Big fan of the show from Vancouver, BC. I was in San Antonio, Texas for a conference last week and got a couple pictures taken with my Diggnation shirt. One you might really enjoy. The fellow in the picture with me was an old vet, and he was trying to read a map on my diamond phone with his magnifying glass.
Oh,
Anyhow,
my God.
when you guys are planning to do a show in Canada, I think you should try Vancouver next. Love the show. Keep the great work, Yan. So here's a picture of Yan.
Oh, my God. That is awesome.
Dude, isn't that awesome?
That is awesome.
That vet's pretty cool.
Oh, dude. That's epic. That's epic.
Forward this to Prager. Also wanted to say a big shout out to all of our friends in the service that are out there serving.
Yeah.
We appreciate everything you are doing. Keep up the great work.
Yes, stay safe, as it were.
Yes.
All right, people. Well, if you'd like to have your email or picture featured on Diggnation, please feel free to send them to dignationfans@gmail.com.
Twitter us up, twitter.com/Kevin Rose.
Twitter.com/Alex Albrecht. Twitter.com/Montana the dog.
Twitter.com/Glenn MC with GLENN-MC.
And Twitter.com/DL Prager.
That is it.
That's it for this week's edition of Diggnation. I'm Alex Albrecht.
I'm Kevin Rose. Until next time.
Don't drink too much.
It hurts.
It hurts.
Really.